you turn around to run away, you have to push over one of your friends so they fall on the ground. That way you ensure your safety. But karma will come back around, bro.
I'm kicking one of you
careful.
in the kneecap. Easy. If ghosts are real, kneecap gone, and I'm out of there.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome to episode 49 of Mustache Ride podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, SureManCool, and right here next to me, as always, even though it's a new year, same old the dirty tooth.
Yep. No, I didn't. I was gonna do a new year, new me, but I decided to stay the same me this year.
Well, I was that way. I woke up on January 1st, and I was like, wow, bright-eyed, bushy mustache.
Bushy mustache.
That's right. And I walk into the bathroom. First thing I see, same damn guy looking back at me. Same one.
But with
what
more,
the heck, man?
But this year we're gonna have more gumption. You know what I mean?
A lot more gumption. At least we're starting the year out with a lot more gumption.
You ever heard that word, gumption?
I love that word.
You gotta have the gumption, and I
haven't heard that word in so long. It's a great word.
It's a good word.
I've got some gumption because we record this show live twice a month. That hasn't changed.
Yeah, that hasn't changed.
Right here at Mustache Ride Pod at youtube.com/@mustacheridepod or at twitch.tv/mustache ride pod for your viewing pleasure. We do it live. We don't goof around over here. We got too much gumption for goofing.
Too much gumption for goofing. And we can't flex too much gumption on the air, you know.
No, you got to save some gumption for your other projects, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Like the project that we have going right now, Mustache Ride makes a video game. Ever heard of it?
Somebody mentioned it. It was like Mustache Adventure 99 Mega Adventure or something.
Pending title.
Pending title. Okay.
But yeah, you guys know Mustache Ride is a pretty big deal, and it's about time we share the Mustache Ride adventure with more of the world. And so Tooth and I have decided to hire the best developers, the best video game developers in the galaxy, the entire galaxy, to make this video game for our podcast. We know a couple of the video game elements that we're adding into the game. The first of which is the genre. We've decided that it's an MMORPG. The Mustache Ride video game will be an MMORPG. Last episode, we discussed the setting of the video of where our MMORPG is going to take place. I think we both landed on the little people, big world, right? Too.
We did, yeah. Little people, big world concept was one that we thought was pretty sick.
I think we both agree on that without even having to debate.
Yeah.
But where little people in what big world? And so I had suggested a haunted mansion. And Tooth here suggested inside of a world giant. He changed last second, which is fine.
Well, it just sounded cooler.
Who won, Tooth?
Well, technically we still have 52 minutes left in the poll, so you could sneak a win in there. But right now, 55.6% inside of a world giant.
55.6?
Yeah.
That's closer than last time I checked.
It is close, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's close.
So, yeah, if you're watching this live, go to our Twitter, Mustache Ride Pod on Twitter, I'm pretty sure. And go vote in the poll. Give us a follow while you're there. We want more followers. We want to spread the good word of Mustache Ride to everybody.
That's true, we do, yeah.
But as of now, I think we can probably say we'll check back in at the end of the episode. How about that, if we remember?
Yeah.
But for now, I'm thinking it's looking like we're going to be little people inside of a giant person.
Yeah. Who knows what that looks like? A world giant.
Osmosis Jones. Yeah.
A world giant.
Where's America in this thing? You know what I mean?
That's in the world. It might be that world.
Inside the world giant.
Yeah, it might be.
It'll be the beating heart of the world giants.
That could be part of the thing. I don't know. We'll have to decide later.
we'll have to decide later as we continue working on Mustache Ride making a video game. I'm excited. It's coming along.
It is. People are
Yeah.
excited about it. I was actually in a chat the other day and somebody had seen our post on Twitter and they were like, "So are you making a real, like, is this a real video game? Like, can we test it?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, it's a real video
Are you
game.
kidding?
Of course.
Duh.
Of course.
You have to ask.
Yeah.
You
Duh."
have to ask. So anyway, we'll have to update the people on when the game is coming closer to fruition. Check back in say 10 years for an announcement, and
Yep.
then we'll go from there after the announcement. But who knows? It could go faster. Our galactic video game developers are really talented.
They are super talented. And I mean, like, you guys know how long it takes to develop a game. I mean, we're not trying to develop a Call of Duty here. This is the
No,
future of gaming.
the first sextuple A game in existence.
Yes.
That's right.
Should we pick
But
a
this
new element?
episode, yeah, we have to pick a new element that we'll be adding to the game. And prior to the episode starting, we decided we're going to be adding the graphics style,
Mm.
the graphics style that we want. And I'll go ahead and start
Yeah. Go
because
ahead.
I know what I want because I played a game this year that really like got the fire lit under me about this graphic style.
Yeah.
And I think our Mustache Ride video game, our MMORPG, little people inside of a giant game, person game, should be cell shaded. We should have a cell shaded art style, like Hi-Fi Rush, the game I alluded to, or
Yeah.
Beautiful Joe, if you played that in the past.
I have.
Nino Kuni is another. That's a big RPG that's cell shaded. There's a lot of really good games that are cell shaded. A lot of people say Breath of the Wild was cell shaded. So there's a big range that you can still work in within the cell shaded, but cell shaded is where my head's at.
Okay. I went a different route, so this is good. I'm glad we went.
Okay.
I'm glad we like separated here. So my route is thinking of more of the hand painted scene. So like Ori and the Blind Forest had a lot. I just played that game. It had thousands of iterations of hand painted scenes. The Master's Pupil is another one. I've never played it, but I've seen like that style. And so I'm thinking like a really nice hand painted video game, which is sort of like off the wall for an MMO RPG. Like that'd be crazy.
It'd be a lot of work.
It'd be a ton of work, but our developers are good.
We pay them top dollar.
We pay them top dollar, so I imagine they can do it.
Yeah, I mean, and that you bring in because Cuphead is hand drawn. That's kind of along the same line. And Cuphead is so beautiful, dude.
Yep.
I love the look of that game. But cell shading is clearly the right choice here. So we can forget about whatever the heck you said, whatever that might have been.
What if we hand paint the cells? What if we shade them with hand painted things?
With our hands?
Not my hands. I don't paint video games.
Our galactic developers, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I mean,
best developers in the galaxy.
You could get your hands in there if you want to. Get them dirty hands.
I could. I'm learning how to do things. But I'm more learning how to do video editing lately, not as much making games. So that's a different thing.
Different.
But it's like one step away, right? It's
Same
pretty
thing.
close.
Same.
Basically the same
but
thing.
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Anyway, so between now and 2 weeks from now, actually 3 weeks from now?
Yes.
3 weeks
3
from
weeks
now,
from
we're taking an extra week in between because life things come up, and sometimes we gotta postpone other things. But between now and 3 weeks from now, episode 50, we will have decided on the graphic style for this game between the two of us, between a poll on Twitter, and we'll have an answer for you. But until then, we have some more stuff to talk about tonight.
We do.
Yep. Do you want to run people through the little housekeeping for Mustache Ride?
I can do that. There's a reminder that the official Discord is out now. How are we supposed to know how to get better? If you don't join that Discord and tell us hey, you're not doing very well right now. You should do this instead. But I won't know unless you join the Discord, which you can find on our Twitch page, or you can message us and we'll send you that official Discord link. And then we put out YouTube shorts all the time. I know you love watching the podcast, but the shorts, it's the condensed version. It's all the good parts
Yeah,
in a video, short, under 1 minute. It's fast. You can just watch them all really quick.
really quick.
I don't know how many minutes, but you know,
A lot of minutes by now. We got a lot of shorts up.
yeah, how many ever videos we have, that many minutes. That's
And not to mention the TikTok too. We have a TikTok page.
TikTok page.
And all those shorts go on TikTok as well if that's your preferred short viewing platform.
Exactly. And our editor does a great job. Rob Zombie, shout out. So we want you to watch those. A couple of them lately have been popping off, and if you haven't been in there to watch them and like them, you're missing out. They're gonna get 100,000 views, and you're not gonna be one of the likes, and that's gonna be sad.
Your comment of first is not going to be there.
It won't be
yet.
there yet.
It could be
on the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Down the road. And then finally, we have a lot of fun stuff in the works. We're going to talk about 2023 and 20. It's not that anymore, and so we'll talk about that because that's weird. But we have a lot of fun stuff in the works, and we're excited to share that with you guys. This year, 2024 year that we're in right now.
It's going to be a long year. It's going to be a big year, a roller coaster of a year with a lot of up movement.
I'm afraid of heights.
Too bad, because we're going up, baby.
Oh no, only up.
We're going to the tippy top of the roller coaster, and we'll only be halfway up.
Only halfway up to the roller.
On
the roller coaster.
The top of the roller. Yeah, I guess with the roller coaster, you think you got to come back down eventually. But not ours.
Not us. We just keep
There
going.
might be little dips just for the fun of it. You know what I mean?
A platform to eat lunch at, or dinner when we have to stop. Right. You can't eat dinner in the roller coaster.
Not when you're going vertical. No way.
But this is us.
Yep. Tooth, what have you been up to? It's been 2 weeks since we recorded. I want to hear about your adventure, your life adventure.
Yeah, life adventure. So we had Christmas.
Grimace.
Grimace. We had Grimace. That was in December, the end of December, which was really cool. That was a lot of fun. I got some cool stuff. Part of why we're going to be 3 weeks is that I got tickets to a Harry Potter orchestra where they play the movie and they play all the soundtrack to the movie. And so
that's awesome.
Yeah, Chelsea got me tickets to that, so we're going to see that, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm excited for that. So that was a really cool present. I love
that.
It was a secret. I knew about the orchestra, but we were like, oh, we'll get tickets like if we can, like if we figure it out. And she got the tickets, and it was sold out too. So that's cool. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I got a new pair of Crocs.
Oh, okay.
Do you know Christmas? For Christmas. Do you know the monster cereals? You know the Halloween monster cereals?
Yeah.
Count Chocula.
Yep.
I got the Boo Berry Croc edition. So the monster cereal editions Boo Berry. And they got the gibbets. Look at that guy.
Is that a one-piece hat?
It is, yeah. It looks like a one-piece hat, yeah.
It does.
It's like the OG.
Nice.
So yeah, I got a pair of Crocs too, and a lot of other cool things. So Christmas was a lot of fun.
You like collecting Crocs? I think we might have mentioned this before, but how many pairs do you think you have by now?
I don't have as many as you might think, but I have like 2 standard pairs that I wear like all the time. Like those are my like everyday Crocs. I have a nice lined pair when it's cold out and you need to warm your feet. And then I have, this makes my 5th pair of like collector's Crocs. So I have Minecraft edition, Pokemon, a classic Coca-Cola one, and then a Harry Potter Vera Bradley patterned ones, which are pretty sick. But
that's cool.
You're
gonna have to put them all out and take a nice picture with all your at least all your specialty pairs.
Yeah,
and,
it's kind of a bummer.
Post them on the Mustache Ride Twitter.
I have them like right over this way, like if the camera frame was a lot bigger and we kicked you out of it, you'd be able to see it. But I can't kick you out anymore.
So
Ever.
but no, never. I won't leave.
I mean, I literally can't kick you out anymore.
I won't leave.
Ever.
I'm here forever.
I can't. I literally can't kick you out anymore.
That's so weird.
So, SureManCool surprised me with probably the funniest and honestly best gift that I probably have ever got for Christmas, because it's never been something that's been so funny and just like, I don't know, like fit so perfectly. But I'll roll the beautiful bean footage here, opening it, because one of the requests was to open it live or recorded, and so I decided to just open it on stream because I thought it would be pretty funny. So yeah, it was.
The fact that it's a normal one.
It was hilarious.
Is it?
You had no idea about
I
it
had no
either, huh?
I had no idea. It was a total surprise.
Yeah.
The box was huge too. Like my wife was like, "What is that?"
Yeah.
Okay. Bro.
Open it up.
First
It
off,
was
we're
so
gonna show the
funny.
note. It says Lamau.
Lamau.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
SMC 2023.
You did
It's
such a good
big,
job.
too.
It's huge. It's huge.
I made it 6 feet tall.
You did such a good job on
You can see it.
putting it together too. It looks really good. Like I had
I
no
was
idea
really-
that was the whiteboard, dude.
Yeah, that's my whiteboard. I just put some Photoshop letters on there. And yeah, I took a few photos and I was like, this one with the mean mug kind of goes. It
It's
kind of
so
works.
funny. Chelsea-
Subscribe or else. That goes for you too, Mustache Ride viewers.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't. You'll never leave now. You're just kind of here now forever in my space, letting everybody know you better subscribe or else.
That's right.
But it was hilarious. I enjoyed that a lot. That was really fun.
I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad it worked out
yeah.
so well. In my head, it was like the perfect gift idea, and I'm glad it wasn't just, I don't know, just weird to everyone else and not
Yeah.
and only funny to me, you know?
That would have made it. That might have made it actually a little better if everybody was like, "Oh, that's super weird. Like, what
That's
is
weird.
Whoa."
My thing was like the worst case scenario, he can just burn it in a fire and record that, and that could
Yeah.
be funny too. So
You would want me to burn you up in a fire? That's crazy.
yeah, whatever you want to do, you could use dynamite and blow it up, or deface it,
Yeah.
like draw on it. There's lots of stuff. I'm not gonna give you any more ideas.
Okay, yeah. Don't give me any more ideas. I got to think of my own. What else? I started God of War Ragnarok.
Yes.
Oh my god, dude! I almost lost it in the beginning of the game. Like the first 20 minutes, I was like, "All right, I'm quitting. That's it." Like the first scenes like this. Like first off, you see Freya, and you're like, "What are you doing here?" And then she's killing you, and you're like, "Oh my god!" And then you get there, and Fenrir, and I was like, "Nope." But this just goes to show you that chat, like, legitimate, because they choose the game, they legitimately want to see me cry and perish and grovel on the ground like a baby. That's what they want from me. That's what it is.
Yep. Now pull up the clip of you groveling, crying, and on the ground like a baby.
I haven't done it yet, but I might.
Okay,
I think that game is like probably the most intense opening scene outside of maybe The Last of Us that I've ever played. I
Yeah.
think it's just like every game I feel like has like this slow build up, and that game is just like, nope, you're gonna do a major battle like right in the beginning every time, and then
Right.
Thor shows up and Odin, and it's nuts. And then
It's intense.
I'm at some cool parts right now. Like I'm finding things out. Like I'm getting ready to play as Atreus, which I didn't know was a thing.
Oh yeah.
So I'm about to go and do that. So I'm excited. It's gonna be a good game.
Personally, and no spoilers, of course, but personally, the parts where you play as Atreus, were the parts that I most often started to nod off and fall asleep.
Oh,
I don't like his kit that much. Like his play style and how you
yeah,
use him. I think Kratos is so much more deep,
yeah,
and that he's Kratos. There's a reason, right?
yeah. God of War.
Um,
Yeah.
but Atreus, I don't know. Those parts were a little snoozeville for me, but
Yeah, he's
hopefully you won't find the same.
he's sort of a butthead sometimes, So I like the way the story's developing though, so I'm
Yeah.
excited to see where it takes it. We were talking that it could be really cool if they made a movie out of this.
Oh yeah.
And it would be even better if they made a series because then they could like think up a new world. So it wouldn't have to like totally rely on mythology, but it could like take its own route like in the show.
Yeah.
But God of War would be a great TV show series spinoff. I think that would be great.
Jason Momoa as Kratos.
Ooh, that'd be kind of nuts.
That'd be kind of sick.
Yeah, that would be sick. Oh, okay.
Just a
I hope
thought.
I hope everybody's listening for that because that would be a good one.
Tom Holland as Atreus. I was trying to be funny with that one. I'm glad.
Perfect.
I was just watching a little bit of one of the Spider-Mans last night, like the
Yeah.
end of one of them where Tobey Maguire's like, everyone, Andrew Garfield, everyone has their mask off and they're fighting Doc Ock or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Or
yeah.
no, it was Green Goblin or something. I don't know. I only saw the end, like the end 10 minutes. And it's just on my mind. That's all.
Yeah, Tom Holland is on your mind.
Tom
I get
Holland
it.
is on my mind.
I get it. I've also been playing Minecraft again. Alan, our friend Alan, lurked in chat here. He opened up his season 2 of his SMP, and so we've been going in that. And last night, and maybe we talk about this later on, but I ended stream, right, and then we kept playing. And so I was like, all right, like we'll go adventuring now, like because I can, focus a little bit more. I like not so distracted. I've never been so upset that I wasn't streaming
Oh.
and that I didn't
Oh.
record it because we had probably the most epic Minecraft adventure that I've ever had in
Oh.
Minecraft since I started playing. We hauled in over 120 diamonds
Dang.
in our adventure, and the whole time we thought we were dying for sure. And so
you all
we
made
made
it
it
out,
back.
though?
We made it out. We collected one of the discs that you play in a jukebox, and we were all in the house like jamming out, like super stoked that we made it. And then right when
Dang.
we were doing that, I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I haven't been recording this. Like what an epic video. At least we have
Yeah.
the memories." But man, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I plugged up the old Epic Game Store again and got Fortnite running, the old Fortnite
Nice.
machine.
Yeah.
Because I tried
yeah.
out Fortnite Festival.
Yeah.
I did. We talked about it, and I'm
Really great, and you love it. That's what I remember you telling me.
yeah, really
You
great,
loved
and
it.
I loved it. And I could see why people like it. The music was good, the animations were good, but the play style is just busted, and it doesn't feel good without the guitar. It doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel
Did you
like
hear
the
that?
thing. It doesn't
Did
feel
you hear it? It sounded like my eyes rolled in the back of my
in the
head
back
and
of
made
your
an
head.
audible noise. Yeah.
Oh, like you were in a graveyard. Interesting. Which leads me to my next game because I'm not
Wow.
going to cover it because Fortnite Festival sucks and you should play it if you want to. But I'm just saying I'm probably not going to play it again. But I did play No Build, and that was a lot of fun. We played together actually.
I shouldn't have gotten you that dub. I got that. After what
I
you
got
told me
that
about,
dub. I got that dub.
debatable, but
I got that dub.
after what you said about Fortnite Festival, I can't believe you. Can't
I
believe it.
I'm not saying that people that like it are dumb. I'm just saying
You
it wasn't
okay?
my game.
Whoa, you just said that.
I don't know. We'll have to watch this back. I don't know.
All right.
Maybe.
Look, you should play more than 5 minutes of it.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
I'll play it again.
You got to play a full set of 4 songs.
A full
Maybe
set
wait-
of 4
wait-
songs?
Yeah, wait for a time when when there's good songs too, because there's not always good songs in there.
I don't want to buy the songs.
No, I haven't bought any songs,
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
but
buy
they're on
any
a
songs.
rotation.
Oh, okay, okay. All right,
I
so
hope they add
maybe
more.
maybe I'll jump in and I'll play it when some new songs are in. But I mean, I played Mr. Brightside. That was a good one.
That's a good one.
That was fun. The music is good. Like I like it.
Yeah.
It's just the controls are weird for me.
We got to get in there together.
Okay, yeah, I didn't play with
Mustache Ride
anybody.
starts a band.
Oh, we could start a band. That's a good idea.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I played by myself, so it could be a thing. Like I feel like I never played Rock Band. Anytime I played Guitar Hero, it was by myself, and so I never had that like thing of like, all right, let's go 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, and you start the song. Like, but it could
End
be
of the
cool.
day, if you don't like it, you don't like it, and that's okay.
That's okay. We can still
That's
do this
okay.
podcast together. We'll make it
Somehow.
through. Somehow.
Yeah, we'll make it work.
We'll make it through. What I almost didn't make it through was Graveyard Shift, which was another game that I played. Which was I was in between games. Like I'd beat Ori and the Blind Forest. I was moving on to God of War Ragnarok, and it was a $6 game. I bought it for like $6. It was sort of like a Five Nights at Freddy's sort of mindset. Like you have like the camera you're watching. There's a lot of things you got to go and check on. The everything was like really weird. Like it had a weird ambiance about it. Like I feel like the game was pretty interesting. The jump scares, I think a lot of them, there were some really good ones, and then some that just like took a little bit too long. Like the punchline was just like wasn't there. But I will say that and this is a little spoilery, but they put one in at the end that was a cheap shot, because you think the game's over, and then they're like, and you're like, oh no, why'd you do that? I beat it. You didn't, and they scared you. That was, I think the whole game was just a lead up to that last thing where they're like, okay, now we're gonna scare you for
That's
real.
That's just cheap, like you said. That's
That was
cheating.
cheap.
That's,
It was
that's
cheating.
cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
below the belt.
but I would say like as a $6 game, and if you're into sort of like that horror game, like Five Nights at Freddy's thing, it's a good play. Like it's a nice little play. I think it took like 2.5 hours maybe to play through. So I think it was a pretty good one to try. And then the last thing that I want to mention, because somebody mentioned it to me, is the game Ready or Not. So people have been talking about that game. I haven't seen anybody really play it, but it's like a SWAT based like tactical shooter game, and the people that are with you, your companions, are AI, and I guess you're talking to them, sort of like vaudeville, like you'd played. Like you're actually like just talking to your AI companions and like giving orders. And some people are referring to it as like sort of the next step in like AI companionship in video games. And so I'd be pretty interested in like playing it, and I might try to play it a little bit, maybe for stream or something like that. But it looks pretty good. But it's $50.
Is it multiplayer or is it a single player game?
It is. There's online co-op and single player.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I wonder. So yeah, I would want to look at it, but I'm curious if I try. I would want to look at it. It sounds interesting. It sounds like I played that game Vaudeville on stream, which it's like a detective game. You're talking to AI NPCs, and you're trying to ask them about using your voice, talking to these bots, asking about the crime that's been committed. And this sounds like you're playing old school like Ghost Recon, where you're hitting the buttons on the D-pad to tell them to go here, go take cover there, cover this position. But instead, you just say, "Hey Frank, watch our flank. Watch our flank, Frank."
That's what it seems like, and I sort of want to play it. I wish there was like a like sort of a demo or something that we could do, because $50, like
$50.
it's kind of steep. But right now it's like all the reviews, and there's like 120,000 reviews right now.
Wow.
And they're all very positive. The game released on December 13th, so it's new. 120,000 reviews already.
Not even a month.
Not even a month. And it seems like they're patching stuff. Like they had a new like patch or launch patch at 12:15. So like I think they're aware of stuff. They're like moving things forward. So I think it could be a really cool game. And I'd like to
Ready or
try it.
not?
Ready or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. What about you? You do anything? Do anything for
Yeah.
Grimace?
Yeah,
Grimace?
I had a little Christmas celebration.
Oh
Had a
yeah?
little New Year's Eve celebration. It
Oh
was
yeah?
fun.
Yeah?
Yeah. For Christmas, I also got shoes. And
Shoes. Okay.
I asked for in the lead up to Christmas, I asked for, I was interested in a certain pair of shoes, the same shoes I had in high school, a
Hmm.
pair of white Adidas Sambas. It's
Okay.
an indoor soccer shoe. It's got kind of the long tongue on it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's what I didn't realize is that I had to specify because Adidas came out with a new version, an updated version of the Sambas, and I ended up getting 2 pairs of the white Adidas Sambas, the new version.
Okay.
I don't really like the new version all that much, to
No?
be honest.
You like the classic.
I like the classic, the same ones I used to have. But I ended up getting 2 pair. One of them was from my mom, and one of them was from another family member. And the ones my mom got me they have Mickey Mouse on them. My mom loves Mickey Mouse, and it's like OG Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse.
Okay.
So it's like a nice white shoe with like nice Mickey Mouse accents on it. It's not
Yeah.
it's not ugly. They
It's
look
not
nice.
intense. Okay.
Yeah, so I ended up taking back the other pair of white shoes to trade them in for just a different pair of shoes. And I ended up getting some like Air Jordans high tops. Like
Whoa.
I don't typically wear Nikes at all.
Yeah.
But I got a pair of high tops, nice like basketball shoes kind of. They're not basketball. I think they're like Air Max 1s. The new
Okay.
Air Max 1s. Anyway, all this is just to say I'm kind of excited. I never wear shoes. I wear work boots and Crocs. And then if I go out to eat or something, then I'll put on some actual shoes.
Yeah.
Or if we go out, go out somewhere half nice, I'll put on some shoes and some jeans, you know what I mean? Some nice t-shirt. But I went out to go buy shoes. I went out to go exchange these shoes for some new ones.
Yeah.
Bro, shoes these days are ugly.
There's some ugly shoes out there. Yeah.
Ugly. I was like, okay, let me go over to the Nike wall. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Half the shoes look like spaceman shoes.
They do look really weird. I don't understand it.
They're all bubbly and bulbous. And then
Mm-hmm.
and then I found a couple that looked like some sneakers, some nice just regular shoes. And then one of them, like the tongue was like not stitched together, so you saw the foam inside the tongue on the edge.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw that, I was like, I asked the dude, I was like, is this normal? He's like, yeah. Like I'm an idiot. He was like, yeah, that's how they all are.
Yeah, duh.
Not all of them, but like that style. And I was like, it looks like a defect. I was like, I was grilling a few of these pairs of shoes just because I am so out of touch
Yeah.
with shoes these days. So
You're not a sneaker
anyway, I'm not a shoe guy, but I do have a couple nice pairs of shoes now. So
Nice. I
That's
also never wear real shoes, I don't think. Like I wear like Converse, or I have like these Adidas slip-on mesh shoes that I wear to work.
yeah.
Or I have a pair of Vans. Yeah, but I'm pretty exclusive Croc guy. I wear Crocs. My new job doesn't let me, or my job, I guess it's not new anymore since I've had it for a year, but they don't let me wear Crocs. But if I could, I would wear them there too. I'm a
Yeah.
pretty exclusive Croc guy. But yeah,
I love
not a
Crocs.
sneakerhead.
Me neither, but I mean, I'm down to be one, but the direction shoes are going, I just don't like the look of them.
The hobby is just too expensive for me. Like I'm not trying to cop a pair of shoes for $300.
Yeah, not to mention not being able to get them because so many people are already,
Yeah.
they get their bots out there buying the shoes online before you can even get them.
And what if the sun sees
good.
the foam that's unstitched and starts to break it down and it's all crumbly and
Or the rain gets in there or anything. I don't know. I don't like that. That's dumb.
I did
So-
go to I remember this kid from high school that would wear, like, he would drive to school with a pair of shoes and then he would take them off and put them in his backpack, and then he would put on a pair of shoes when he got into the school.
Mm.
And it was like the school shoes.
Ah,
He's probably a sneakerhead now.
most definitely.
If you have driving shoes, you're kind of that's sort of your thing, right?
I've been thinking about like, driving gloves
Stop.
are out of
Go.
style. No,
Yeah.
no, I'm just saying they're not a thing. They
I thought
used to
you-
be a thing.
I thought
Everyone
you-
used to have driving
yeah.
gloves.
I thought you meant you were about to get a pair of driving gloves, and I was
What I'm trying to say is we need to bring them back.
no, we don't. Why?
I think we need to bring them back.
I don't even want to
Some
get
nice-
in my car, let alone
some
have
nice
to have a
leather
specialty pair of gloves.
Driving gloves, bro. You get pulled over and you're like, "Excuse me, officer."
I probably have half a waffle fry in my cup holder. Like I don't need driving gloves. Like I'm not at that level.
You can get fingerless driving gloves.
Oh my
That'd
god.
be pretty badass, honestly.
Oh, dude, I would never.
Okay.
I would never. And you shouldn't.
I'm just
either.
saying, it's like fanny packs are out of style. Oh wait, they're actually coming back into style. Driving gloves are next, bro. You wait.
Okay.
2024 is a new year, and once start people wearing driving gloves, I'm gonna show you this clip, and you're gonna feel like a real silly guy.
I will. I will personally apologize if driving gloves come back in style.
Okay,
I
I'll
will.
hold you to it.
I will. I'll apologize. I promise.
Okay. Also, I wanna gush for a second about this. Today I finished the video game Metroid Dread.
Good.
I did it. I completed it, actually. I 100%
100%?
got all the items, and
Okay.
all the areas. I stalled as much as I could.
Yeah.
But I finally, started struggling against the final boss. I got all the way to phase 3, died. All the way to phase 3, died. And then I finally beat phase 3. There's a little bit more to it, but not much. Big reveals, super badass moments. It's easily the coolest, one of the coolest moments in a video game that I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
The end of Metroid Dread.
Okay.
It's so hype, dude. Oh my god. I don't know if you'll ever play it, so maybe I'll just show you the clip, the ending of it after this episode, because
Yeah.
I want to show you. It's so sick. Oh my god. If you've played Metroid Dread out there, you know what I'm talking about. It was awesome, and I'm so glad I finished that game. It's up there in one of my favorite games ever.
Really?
Right? Yeah.
It just
a
seems
game
so
I just
hard.
played, just finished.
Just seems so
It was-
hard.
It was a little hard, but I think of all the Metroid games, it was probably
Yeah.
the easiest to kind of wrap your head around.
Okay.
Because since I beat it just today, but after that I was like, now what? And so I ended up pulling up the old emulator and went to play Metroid Zero Mission, which is one of the better of the old Metroid games. Apparently, never played it. Started, but now I'm like too used to how Metroid Dread is to be able to go back and deal with all the things that these older games are missing. So I'm so used to the modern one. So it'll be a bit of a struggle, but I really loved Dread. So it's kind of lit a fire on me to play more Metroid games, maybe try out Castlevania and play, those style of games, Hollow Knight, things like that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of opened up a door for me. I love it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like after playing Ori, Metroidvanias are hard, dude. Just for no reason. Like you get to the end and you're like, you didn't even need to put that in there. What are you doing? Why did you do that to me? Maybe I'll play the Metroid games eventually. Like I remember playing the original one like on NES. Like it was good. Like it was fun. Like as a kid, I never beat it, but I played it and it was fun, So
Yeah.
maybe one day. I'll watch the clip though. I like that.
Yeah. I'll show you after the episode. It's so cool. Also on stream, I just recently finished up a game called My Friendly Neighborhood, which was awesome. It was really cool. It's on Steam. It was on sale. If you're watching this too soon to when it came out, it's coming out on YouTube. It's maybe still on sale. I don't know. I bought it for 20 something bucks and I had a great time. It's like a Resident Evil / Five Nights at Freddy's / BioShock Infinite or whatever. BioShock, I forget the most recent one. Really great. I loved it. It's a little confusing, a little bit maze-like, similar to older Resident Evil games where you have to keep pulling up the map and, oh, is it this door or that door? I forget. They look exactly the same. But basically you're a a repairman, and you're sent to an old broadcasting network. It's since been abandoned, but somehow the broadcast is showing up over the news and mainstream channels, and you're sent to figure out why and to shut it down and keep it from getting on the air. And it turns out it's an old, old animatronic kids show, similar to kind of like Five Nights at Freddy's ish,
Yeah.
and they've gone rogue, and they're taking over the whole broadcasting building, and it's just you're in there with a pipe wrench, and you're sent in to go bust some ass, bro, and it's sick. You're beating up all these puppets, and it's creepy, and they're all saying like la da da nice things, and then like toward the end of what they say, it gets a little twisted, and
Yeah.
like one of the dolls was saying like, first, what you want to do is stick your hand in your mouth, then swallow really hard. Now you have a hand in your stomach. This is where it gets really good. Put your other hand in your mouth. It's like really weird, off the
Yeah,
wall
yeah.
stuff. It's not weird enough to be bad. It's just like towing the line to where it's like almost gross and bad. But
Yeah, creepy.
yeah, I would say it's like baby's first Resident Evil. It's like I would let my kid play this survival horror game.
Yeah, so you playing it's the second time that I watched a playthrough like on Twitch, and that game is absurd. Like it's
Yeah.
so funny and so goofy, but like it doesn't hold back like how creepy it is. Like
Yeah.
it's creepy. Like it's a creepy game, even though it is absurd and silly, and it's not that scary, but it's creepy. Like it's just like the dolls, like the way they like are like running down the hallway at you. It's just
and
really,
and they grab you and they like grab the camera and bring you in and then throw you away.
It's so weird.
It's really creepy, but
Yeah.
it doesn't cross a line ever. And it's really good. I would highly recommend you play My Friendly Neighborhood. It gets a little less friendly toward the end of the game. It gets a little more creepy.
Yeah.
But it's right toward the end. It's really good. Last thing, you already kind of mentioned it, but I played a little more Fortnite recently. Instead of just exploring all the random custom modes, the million different custom modes there are, I actually went into some no build,
Yeah.
zero build.
Zero build.
Went into some of that with you and Rep Zombie, and after like I don't know an hour-ish of playing, we ended up getting a dub. It was fun.
It's
we,
so
we
fun.
earned it.
We did.
I don't know what it is. Fortnite makes you feel good. Makes you feel
Fortnite-
good at games.
Fortnite makes me feel mad. Like I rage. Like
Oh, yeah?
I feel like I've like turned it off on most games, right? Like I'm not like never anymore am I like totally like tilted.
It just felt good. It feels good to blast people in that game, dude.
It does feel good when you hit your shots and the numbers pop up and then the gold numbers. Everything feels good in that game, and I think it holds up. It's still probably, in my opinion, the best like battle royale game out there.
I think I shouldn't have been so resistant for so long.
You should have jumped in.
Yeah,
It's a blast.
It's okay. I'm enjoying it now. I think
You're
it's
there now.
Yeah, it feels like Fortnite keeps having like gold era, and then it kind of slows down, and then it's another gold era, and it's like a good cycle, a really great ongoing game. I appreciate it. But yeah, that's all I've been doing.
Yeah, that's a
A few
lot.
things here and there. Yeah, not bad, not bad. I had a good Christmas, had a good New Year's. I hope you did too.
Yeah, it was good. I'm ready to close it out and move on to this next year, 2024.
Exactly, because 2023 is over, so
It's
let
over.
it go.
We gotta let it go.
Go.
We gotta let
Like
it go.
water off a duck's back, like a bag of bricks. We're dropping it. We're moving forward.
From where? On the duck?
We're moving forward inside of the giant human.
Oh, okay. From the from Mustache Quest 64 name pending.
Yeah.
Okay.
name pending.
Cool. Yeah,
But for 2024, dude, we have a lot planned. We have a lot.
we do.
You know, a lot. There's a lot in the stars. You know what I mean? There's a lot to reach for, and we have a lot to go. We have a long way to go, but
We do.
I really think that we should look back first.
Yeah.
and kind of see 2023 was kind of a big year for us.
It is. It was. Yeah.
Numbers wise, it's not like we're blowing up or anything, but certain aspects of us, certain
Yeah.
aspects of our growth are blowing up a little bit. So do you want to kind of talk about that? Talk about how our year has gone?
Yeah, so we made a big jump actually. We decided like I can't remember exactly what episode it was, but we decided that we were going to make a full switch to YouTube, start live streaming on YouTube, and we did it. And we did it consistently for a while. And then it was around TwitchCon time when they released that multi-streaming was back, and so we decided to switch to multi-streaming, which put us back on Twitch and YouTube, which felt good. Like it felt good to be back in like this like cool space.
I like Twitch.
And it's up until tonight we've not had any problems, and it's not multi-streaming's problem. It's specifically a bit, but it's been cool. It's been cool to be live in two places and like have more people come in throughout the night and like and hang out with us. It's been really great. I like it. I like where we're heading. We've been we started working with Zombie, which is awesome. And we've been putting out shorts. They've been doing really well. Like a couple of our most recent ones are over 1.5K and 2.5K, and so it's really cool. It's cool to be so consistent and so viewed.
We're even getting, you guys, we're getting negative comments.
We're getting hate.
It's kind of huge. It's kind of a big deal.
We kind of made it on YouTube. Like when you get a hate comment, that's when you know you made it. Hi,
We're
Mom.
kind of going somewhere.
Hi, Mom. We're up
Hi,
here. Hi, Mom.
Don't look at the comments, Mom.
Don't look at the comments. They're mean. But it feels good. Like the consistency's good. And I think 2023 was good. Like it put us in a focus. I think we're in a groove. Like I feel like in early, like, before like episode 20, like this technical stuff, we would have like rescheduled the stream. Like we would have been like, all right, like it would have it would have derailed us. But I feel like now we're in a groove, and it's like, it's just like it was like before we started, when we were like, hey, we should start a podcast. And some of you say no, we don't need a podcast, but I disagree with you. I think we do.
I like it.
And I'm excited for how consistent we were through 2023 and how that set us up for the new things in 2024. Do we have new things in 2024?
We have stuff planned. We haven't done anything yet, but we have stuff planned.
It's only the 6th. I mean, it's only the 6th.
We got time.
Yeah.
But I just like how, we've kind of hit a stride and gotten into a groove, like you're saying. And so that kind of sets us up for next year a little bit better, where we can kind of use that momentum, keep doing what we're doing. But now that we've kind of got a system in place, we can start adding more things into the system slowly but surely. But we've had the same look for a while, the same branding, if you will, for a while now. And I think it's time to switch things up a little bit. As much as I do love our branding, and it's been like that for a reason, I think it's time to switch up, pick up a new vibe, And so we're going to be having some chats about the new vibe and what we want Mustache Ride to look like. And if you guys have any suggestions, of course, hit us up on Twitter, our own personal Twitches and Twitters and all sorts of places, Discords and all that.
Literally anywhere. You can email us. You could send us a letter eventually. If you want to.
Hit us up on the Gmail though.
Yeah.
mustacheridepod@gmail.com.
Yep.
Something like that. Yeah.
That's it.
So
I think it's going to be really good for us to adjust that and look at things like that. You're right. Like we did it. It's looked great. It's awesome. It's been really fun to do it, but it's time for a refresh. And I think like episode 50 is going to be cool.
Episode 50 is going to be cool. We have a lot planned. We want to have a lot of things changed by episode 50. It's kind of a nice even number to kind of start a little bit fresh. And with that includes, we're kind of, like I said, adding things into our system so we can hopefully add more streams of content. So we got the shorts going this past year, and we have a pretty consistent means of making shorts and having that good content there. We got these long form episodes, and we're trying to think of a way to get some more mid form content out, maybe pull segments out of the episodes, things like that. And we're also exploring the idea of making a Patreon which will require other streams of content and other ways of making good on, people supporting us in that way. But we want to make a Patreon because we want to try to step away and really take this bull by the horns, and
Yeah.
try to 10x this baby.
Yeah.
And in order to do that, we have to prove to ourselves that we're able to make a little bit of money by doing this. And so we're going to make a Patreon for anybody who has a couple extra bucks to throw our way. And, why not have it available? Even if not everybody wants to support, we might as well have it available. And then on top of that, we'll have extra content inside of our Patreon to kind of, justify that support.
Incentivize it. Incentivize.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's good. It's gonna allow us to put more into our content, and just like like SMC said, we're gonna up it. We're gonna up the ante.
Look, can I level with you? We need to prove to our wives that we're not wasting our time. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah, it's gonna get sketchy if we don't start, we don't start moving this thing forward.
Mhm.
Like she's checking our sub count on YouTube every day and like being like, are you gonna keep doing this? Are you
Babe.
doing this? Babe, like
Babe,
babe.
where the
like,
numbers at?
Yeah, where are the numbers? Just kidding. Just kidding. She would never do that. I think it's I think it's going to be good, and it's going to force us in a way to look at how we can make more content and incentivize, like, why do you watch this? Why are you watching it right now? And we want to bring people in, and I think Patreon's like that. We can have closer conversations with people. It'll be good. I'm excited. Episode 50, Patreon launch.
Get ready. It's
Get ready.
happening.
It's happening. We're monetizing, baby.
Yeah,
But you don't
I would
have
like
to.
to do that, but
you can.
It's no obligation. All the content's free besides whatever we decide to put in the Patreon. Subscribe or else. But yeah, that's kind of our plan so
That's
far.
exciting.
We have a lot more conversations to have and a lot of other planning to do. And like we said at the beginning of the episode, we have a lot of fun stuff in the works, not in this list that we just laid out for you for 2024. We have other stuff, other ideas, and I'm really excited to kind of move forward with this.
We can't
with this
give them.
stuff.
We can't give them all the secret sauce. We got to keep our
No.
own secret sauce, because our
We gotta-
haters will scoop it up and they'll make their own sandwich and with the secret sauce, and then they'll have a good podcast, and we won't.
Yeah, we are the Krusty Krab. You know what I mean? We
Yeah.
have the secret formula, and we can't let Plankton have it.
No.
And so we got to finish developing
You're
this
the
secret.
chum bucket. You.
Exactly. You.
You know who you are. Chum bucket.
Yeah.
Anyway, episode
Hey,
50.
oh my
We're
God.
excited. 2024. Exciting. Yes.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Why?
Dude, you look like you've seen a ghost.
Never in my life.
Never?
Because
Really?
I don't believe in ghosts.
You don't got to believe in ghosts to see one.
Yeah, you do. Believing is seeing.
I usually believing comes after seeing.
Yeah, and I haven't seen, so I don't believe.
So you've never had a paranormal experience ever in your life?
No, one time I thought that my door opened and closed, but I don't think it did anymore. One time I thought that it did, but other than that, no, I've never had anything at all that even suggests for a little bit that ghosts are real. I've always wanted to go somewhere that's like haunted. You know what I mean? Like I've always wanted to go to a haunted place and like stay overnight, or like go to a graveyard and do like the ghost hunt. Like I want to do the phasmophobia in real life, but nobody would ever do it with me.
Okay, you don't believe in ghosts.
I don't. Have you had a paranormal experience? Tell me about it.
I thought I did not too long ago. I thought I did. So growing up, I didn't believe in ghosts or spirits or the afterlife kind of thing, like hauntings. My mom loved those shows on like Discovery Channel with the tool looking guy who's always like, did you see that? Orbs. I saw an orb. Do you feel that? A coldness just went up my spine. my mom ate that stuff up. And I, as
Yeah.
a child, was looking at that like, Mom, you can't be serious right now. Please, Mom. And so I've never really believed in my life.
That's
Not too
weird.
long ago, I think it was New Year's Eve.
Okay.
It was on New Year's Eve night. My wife and I went out to the car to put something in the car or something, and it was night, clear sky. We were going back in, and I look up and I see lights in the sky, and it's
Lights in the sky.
like any other light in the sky. It looks like a bunch of like a satellite up there, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was like a string of lights way up in the sky, and they were moving fairly fast, like faster than any satellite I've seen, but still pretty, pretty slowly from my perspective. And I was like, holy hell. I took a video. I stopped my wife. I was like, look, look. And she saw too. I made sure I wasn't crazy. And then I start talking on Discord. I shared the video and I'm like, guys, I've never had an experience like this. I feel like I'm going crazy. We went back inside of the house and told my wife's family, and they
Yeah.
looked at us like we're crazy. I showed the video. It's really dark. You can barely see it. But I saw what I saw and I got the video and nobody knew what it was. And
Yeah.
I felt justified. And then finally,
Aliens, bro. Aliens.
and that's what I
Or-
was worried about. I was like, is this the beginning of the invasion?
Yeah.
Are we at ground zero for the alien invasion?
Whoa.
Turns out, no, it was not paranormal. Someone in my Discord let me know that it's actually they're Starlink satellites.
Oh, it's just Elon Musk. It wasn't.
It's just
a-
Elon Musk. It's just. I mean,
Oh.
it's still an alien, but
Yeah.
the one we know and not the ones we don't.
Yeah.
And so, it was like a string of Starlink satellites going by, and then but the weirdest thing is the lights faded and they were just gone. It didn't like zoom away or anything, but it was just gone suddenly. And so I was tripping, but I'm glad I found out the actual thing because it was on my mind and I was Googling a lot. Because having never had an
Yeah.
experience like that, I was like, there has to be a logical answer for this, and there was. And so I'm not really much of a believer either,
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm willing to be wrong. I'm
Yeah.
willing to accept when I've seen something that I can't explain. It won't stop me from trying to explain it though.
Well, we should plan a ghost hunt. I know we got a couple people. They're saying they'd be into a ghost hunt. Like,
We can get a posse.
let's get a posse together just in case. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe, but in my head, I'm like, I want somebody to be behind me when I'm running away if it does exist. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. You want some cannon fodder, some
Yeah,
some
yeah.
scapegoat.
Exactly.
Yeah. Fair
I'm
enough.
I'm
fair
gonna make
enough.
everybody do a fitness test before we go to see who I'm following.
See,
just to
the trick
know.
is when you turn around to run away, you have to push over one of your friends so they
Yeah.
fall on the ground. That way you ensure your safety. But karma will come back around, bro.
I'm kicking one of
Be
you in
careful.
the kneecap. Easy. If ghosts are real, kneecap gone, and I'm
So-
out of there.
What put this on my mind, this paranormal deal? I've been listening to another podcast recently called The Red Thread with Moist Critical and a couple of his buddies, Wendigoon, and it's really interesting. Their most recent episode was about the Mothman.
Yeah,
And
that's
they're
from
talking
where
about the
I'm from.
Mothman from West Virginia.
Yeah.
And they were talking about all these rumors and all these sightings and they're kind of debunking it and making fun of it the whole time. But they said West Virginia, and I know that's around where you're from.
Yeah.
And so it got me thinking maybe Tooth has some fun like cryptid Mothman or paranormal sighting stories. And no, it turns out you got nothing.
I don't have any cool stories, but I will say it's huge here. Like Mothman is insane, and it's not the only one. Like it's not the only West Virginia cryptid. There's a lot. There's the Flatwoods Monster, which is an alien. So
Oh.
and there's museums and like there's all kinds of cool stuff like for it.
Dude.
It'd be cool. Maybe that's a good maybe we'll do a good Patreon episode of us, me running you through all the cryptids of West Virginia and about the sort of background to them because they're pretty cool.
Yeah, if I ever come out to visit you, we'll have to go on a haunted tour.
Yeah,
to all these different zones.
it is cool. Like I know we don't typically bring chat into it too much, but you know, Shark says that I live in Fallout 76, and it's true. I can take you to every place that you see in Fallout 76. Like I've been to those places. And
That's
so
awesome.
it's
I
pretty
love
it's
that.
pretty cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. But no
I've
ghosts
never
for me.
I can't think of any other paranormal experiences I've had. There's always been, in my mind at least, some way of explaining weird things that happen. I've seen a weird light in the sky or two before, but I always chop it up to being a satellite or something.
Yeah.
Like that string of lights was the weirdest thing I've seen in the sky.
Now my wife does believe in ghosts.
Oh yeah?
And she's had a couple experiences. Maybe we could get, I don't know, you should talk to Courtney and see if she's had any experience, because that could be a cool little thing. I'd love to get her in here and tell a couple stories, because there's one that I think is kind of hilarious, and every time like we bring it up, like it's even funnier. So I think
That would be fun. Maybe
could
that
be
could be
cool.
fun Patreon content to
It
bring,
could.
because it's a little more personal to bring
Yeah.
the wives on. I'd say we can make that some behind the paywall content,
It would
and
be
that could be
funny.
really fun and cute. I think it would be interesting if we asked multiple people in our lives, especially
Yeah.
you and your family and stuff, what kind of experiences they've had in the past. And yeah, because I feel like I could ask my mom and she could probably give me a couple stories from her life.
Yeah.
My dad had a story once from a long time ago that he told me, and I was like, whatever, man. But my dad is a skeptic. He's a science believer,
Okay.
and even he had no explanation for the thing that happened to him. So I'm curious if maybe we can collect a couple stories, and we'll see
Yeah, that would be fun.
see what we can do with them. That'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, I've just never had anything that like leads me in the direction of like, okay, that's scary.
Yeah.
I will say that like and you're probably gonna make fun of me. I feel like everybody would, but so Halloween night, Paranormal Activity, the movie came
Yeah,
out
yeah.
in theaters. I don't believe in ghosts, never have. I went and saw that movie. And I will say, like, the hype and the ambiance of the theater and everything, and it was Halloween night, and I saw it by myself. Like, I
And
will,
the found footage aspect of it,
Yeah, the
that
found
really
footage.
does that gets me.
I
Sometimes.
will say that, like, then I was like, all right, that movie freaked me out.
Yeah.
But I watched it back again, and I'm like, okay, that's absurd. But in the moment, the found
Mm-hmm.
footage stuff really gets you. I think it would be so fun to do a ghost hunt and record, like, you know, well,
Oh yeah.
we're like on our phone now, so we're not like,
No, we need those 360 cameras like that guy that
Oh,
watches the trains
yeah.
has, so we can be like they're like night vision and we're running away through a forest. Oh, that would be awesome, dude.
that would be
yeah.
good. Yeah, I'm into that. We'll set that up. We'll make that happen.
Okay. I like that though. I think we'll have to put it in our future content, future plans.
Yeah.
Area of our
2020
notes.
2024 ghost hunt.
That'd be fun, dude.
It would be so much fun.
Dang. Well, I feel like we've had a pretty good episode. We've had a few little technical difficulties here and there that you guys watching on YouTube won't have to worry about if you're watching after the fact. But I'd say before we crash again and everything goes up in flames,
I know.
we should probably call it a night for tonight.
Yeah.
But thanks everybody for being here. Just a quick recap for the video game that we're making. We have the MMORPG, the genre. Actually, check the poll. That's why it came back up
true,
in my
true.
mind.
Okay, let's
double
check the
check the poll. Make
check
sure
the
you
poll
won.
right now.
Because what
We'll
if
check
I
the poll.
won? There's a chance I won. My idea. There's a chance.
Is the chance there? Nope. Final
Ah.
results 55.6%. It was really close though.
It was close. It
It
close. So
was super close.
the setting for Mustache Ride, the video game, will be little people inside of a giant person, a
Yeah.
world giant
A
person.
world giant. So we'll figure out what that is.
We'll let the devs decide if they, our galactic federation of
Of
video game developers.
Yeah.
Sextuple A video game developers. Yeah. And then for next episode, we're deciding on the graphics between my idea of being a cell shaded game or Tooth's idea of being a hand painted game.
Pretty good selection there. We'll
Not
put up a
bad.
poll on Twitter again. Like always, make sure you go vote in that poll. We'll retweet it on our personal Twitter, so you'll be able to, if you're not following Mustache Ride, which is silly, on Twitter, you should, and you'll get the poll. But if not, then you'll see it through ours, and we need your votes because we can't decide. We'll just sit here and bicker back and forth about what it's going to be, and we'll never
That's right.
we'll never get it designed. So. Yeah.
So help us out or hit us up after the fact or outside of Twitter at mustacheridepod@gmail.com or on our personal Twitch or YouTube or Discords or in the Mustache Ride Discord. There's so many areas where you guys can contact us now. Let us know if you have any ideas for improving the show or just segment ideas, things you want us to talk about. You want to tell Tooth how handsome he is, you know what I mean? Let him know. Let him know.
Let me know.
He's so humble. He's so humble.
I'm so humble.
Anyway,
Thanks,
it's been a
everybody.
great episode 49. Thank you for being here. We'll see you next time for episode 50. Until then, go eat some meatballs.
Or don't if you're a vegetarian.
Eat some vegan meatballs.
Eat some vegan meatballs.
Is that like tofu balls? Ugh.
Tofu balls?
They're normally cubes, and that's normal to me. Tofu balls would be kind of
Tofu spheres?
gross.
A globule of tofu.
little tofu nugget.
Tofu nugget.
All right, we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, bye everybody. Bye. Thanks for tuning in.